Hello, and welcome back to the podcast that will show you the magic of Christmas. Welcome back to the Love, Death, and Movies podcast, Internet's #1 film breakdown and review podcast. Podcast that crushes watch lists week after week. Now every 2 months is a different genre. Every week within that 2 months is a different film in that genre. So follow us on everything, join along for the ride, and let's watch some movies. I'm one of your hosts, Ash, and with me every week is Harry, and we're obviously back-to-back recording because, life, busyness, it happens. So I already asked you how you're doing, how your week was, but tell us again, or tell us something new, whatever you want.
It's still good. It's still good. It's still good. Yeah, after this, I think I told this in the last episode. After this, I'm building a bookshelf. So, turning into a handyman after this, which will be good fun. But I've got nothing on for the rest of the day, which I'm really excited about. So I might go to the gym, then build this, maybe cook a steak for lunch. I'm thinking about that. That's what I'm in my head.
Amazing.
And I'm just going to spend a couple hours, maybe watch a movie or two, maybe read. I don't know. World's my oyster today. I'm really
Sounds like
excited.
a perfect Saturday.
This is the first weekend, first day in a weekend in weeks that I'm doing nothing, and the last day in a weekend for the remaining of the year that I'm doing nothing, which I'm so
Savor
excited
it.
about. Yeah, very much
Savor
so.
it.
But how are you, Ash?
Oh, I'm good. After this, I'm gonna make some. Got these pork meatballs already made up that just need to be
Ooh.
cooked in some vodka sauce, which is basically think of it as red sauce mixed with dairy. So it's
Yeah, I
almost
love
like
vodka
it's
sauce.
yeah, it's like a milky. I don't know why I'm acting like you don't have these things. You're not you're in Australia, but
Oh, yeah.
so yeah, like a vodka sauce with some pasta, and I got a Caesar salad pack to make up. So I'm looking forward to that. If you can't tell, I'm hungry. And then we're gonna watch F1. I was telling you because we have a new sound bar and it's out on Apple TV Plus now, and I haven't seen it. So
Nice.
I'm
Oh,
excited.
people are coming up the staircase. You keep talking. I'm going to mute
I
until
will.
they're
I
out of
got this. But that's pretty much the rest of my day. So, first and foremost, I wanted to say, because we're releasing this episode a few days before Christmas, but Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Happy Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, we're happy that you're happy and that you're celebrating. We're continuing on with Bite Size Bangers with a little Christmas edition, which I don't know if we did last year, so kind of fun. We wanted to bring back at least a Christmas themed movie at least once in this 2 month genre. And we're doing another animated film and another stop motion film. So we're doing The Nightmare Before Christmas, starring Chris Sarandon and Catherine O'Hara. This is technically directed by stop motion animation master Henry Selick, but it's a Tim Burton production. So many people confusingly think he directed it. He did not. The film was released in October of 1993, the best year ever, and had a budget of $18 million. Film took over 3 years to make, mainly due to the 18 months of dedication to the stop motion animation that required hundreds of crew members, over 200 puppets, and around 100,000 unique frames. So, very long process to get this movie made. This film is unique because it's considered fully a Halloween and a Christmas movie. People argue what is it best for? It's like a bridge between the holidays, but it's so
Yeah.
much clearly more a Christmas movie than it is a Halloween movie. It's essentially a Christmas movie where Halloween-based characters discover Christmas for the first time. But you can certainly watch this at Halloween as well. Before we get into it, what's your history with this movie? What are your general thoughts on it? What do you have to say about it, Harry?
Well, first things first. Do you remember what we released Christmas Eve last year? Because I just looked up and it's pretty hilarious.
What were we doing? We were doing, January was the winter snow movies. What was December last year?
So we did all the Final Destination movies, and we
Oh my
released
God,
Final
that's right.
Destination 4.
The worst one.
The Final
That's
Destination.
like the equivalent of giving you guys coal for Christmas.
Yeah,
We are
it's
so
awful.
sorry.
Although we did just tear that movie to shreds
We
during
did.
it, so it
We
was
did.
fun. That was fun.
That was a fun month, though.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Yeah, it was good. I really love this film. This movie is it's a movie of everyone's childhood. I feel it's just so beautifully made. It just looks like an art piece. Everything you see, even the scene where the cover comes from, where he's singing with the moon behind him. I think it's one of the best shots in stop motion animation. I think it's sick. I love how this movie is really fucking great because it's not the whole sub stories all about the holidays of these different worlds, but it's about identity. About how the Jack Skellington's kind of tired of being known as the Pumpkin King and wants more than just the year in year out Halloween. But that's why I've always just really liked that idea. I think Jack's a great protagonist because he's not a hero at all. He completely he misunderstands Christmas, which I think is really good. Ignores all the consequences. He sidelines Sally, which I think is really different towards any other like normal story like this. And he causes like real harm,
Yeah.
which is something that's like really important for this film. And like the stop motion gives this whole film soul. I feel everything about it. This film like feels weightless. Like this, it just feels like it's floating in a way, which I think is quite beautiful. Danny Elfman's songs are the storytelling. I believe. I think he's
Yeah.
brilliant, and he voices Jack Skellington when he's singing. So
Yes.
when yeah
Yes.
yeah, which I think is pretty good. But like This Is Halloween is one of the greatest stop motion songs of all time, I think. One aspect I like it respects darkness when it's filming is in Halloween Town, but it doesn't satirize the whole screen with it. It really uses the shadows really smartly, and I think that's really cool. Like even like the start of it, like one point that's always ingrained in my head when they're going through This Is Halloween, how it like zooms in on this monster under the bed, and it's like 2 seconds, and it's like the like it's all these like lights and stuff, and then like does a quick zoom in, and the entire screen goes black, and you see these like two eyes open up, and you're like, that's really good. Like it's just like filmmaking. I've always just thought it's a very smartly made film, but I've always really liked this film. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, you said everything so perfectly. I don't really know what else I could say that wasn't already said, but I do agree. I think that the way that they utilize the camera work, considering it's stop motion, I can imagine why it took so long to get all those unique shots that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because there's these like moments where it almost feels like a oneer. It's like the camera is like moving with like the characters and like through the town in a way that like you feel like you're there. In a way, it's very like unique to me. I've never really seen it done in another movie with stop motion. I feel like I'm used to seeing it be a little bit more obvious, like that it's like puppeteers and like humans moving them, but the way that they are able to move the camera, it feels so seamless in moments, and it really, yeah, can add to like some of the haunting characters that we get to meet, and it makes some of the moments like just that much more like interesting to watch on screen. But yeah, I think Jack is an interesting protagonist. I think that he has the right idea of like wanting to look for more for himself, but he goes about it in all the wrong ways, which I think is super relatable. First of all, like sometimes you want something different in your life and you're like, I just want it so badly. You don't think about all the consequences. I mean, funny enough, I feel like the two movies we chose to talk about tonight, like we just recorded Fantastic Mr. Fox, very like there's a lot of parallels there. Like
Big time.
obviously they're totally different, but like you do have this main character who is like needing something more in their life and has to kind of learn the lesson that when you rush into something like that or you don't think about the long term or you don't think about how it's going to impact other people, you cause a lot of havoc. And in this
Yep.
one, he causes a lot of damage. And he involves the human world, he involves Santa Claus, he involves his own town, Sally. Like he puts a lot of people's lives at risk because he sees this magic and he just wants to make it happen so badly. So I just think it's a really special story. I think that this movie is not my favorite thing ever, but I do find that it is very beautiful to look at. I think the songs are iconic, especially the intro song, like you were talking about, but even like, what's this? What's this? Like, I just think the music just draws you in. I can't imagine this movie not having music. I think
Yeah.
that's one of the aspects of it I've always felt is I don't think it could work if it was just a dialogue only movie.
Yep.
So I think that really, I like when music actually adds to the plot and adds to the
Yeah.
film
It's the
versus it's just there.
storytelling is all through the music.
It is, like you
Yeah.
said, yeah, it's absolutely true. So, yeah, just so much good here. I really respect it. I think Henry Selick, like I said before, is the master at stop motion animation. I think that there's obviously others that have done it amazingly, but what he's been able to do with Coraline, with James and the Giant Peach, like he's just got something special. That he
Yeah.
has a vision that just works for me.
The other person that I
So
think is like in line with him, with being one of my favorites, is Adam Elliott, who did Mary and Max. He did Harvey Crumpet,
okay,
and he did Memoir of a Snail.
yeah, I
So
got to get in on that. I haven't
I
seen any of
reckon,
those.
definitely watch Memoir of a Snail. I think you will love it.
Okay. I will. Okay, well, let's get into it. Kind of a weird movie to break down just because, like you
Yeah,
said, so
you could
much of
do
it
it
is
all
like,
in a you could do it all in a fucking paragraph.
I know. I tried to kind of stretch it out so we could, have some scene moments
Yep.
here and, talk about certain things, but stop me along the way if you want. But I've just got three sections here, so
Cool.
we should get through it pretty quick. But we open learning about the fantasy world of Halloween Town that is populated by various monsters, skeletons, and supernatural beings associated with Halloween. See, long time ago in a place you see in your dreams, wondered where holidays come from. I just love that whole like intro storytelling
It's so
that they
good.
do. I think it's very book-like, and I think it works very well. It's very classic, like Disney. I feel like too, so it makes sense that it would be like a Tim Burton production. The intro song tells the story of Jack the Pumpkin King, and we watch him come in as the pumpkin-headed man who turns into a skeleton man who rules over the town of Halloween Town. Jack Skellington is well respected amongst the town and in charge of leading the town's annual celebrations. After receiving another award for a successful year from the mayor, Jack sneaks away in a depressed mood to the graveyard where he spends time with his dog Zero, who is a ghost.
Oh yeah.
Sally, the feminine sewn together creation of local scientist Dr. Finkelstein,
Yep.
hides in the graveyard as Jack comes in to greet his ghost dog Zero and sing about how he strives in his role without any effort at all, but he's depressed and feels he's doing the same repetitive thing every year. He's tired of this routine. And we get that great shot of him on the curled hill in front of the golden moon. I think that is just one of the most beautiful shots in an animated film. I love it so much. And then
So
obviously
sick.
it
It's an art
ties
piece.
back to the ending as well. So it's just beautiful. Would you call that like a curled hill? I'm like, I don't know what else you
Yeah.
would call
Little
that,
curled
right?
hill. I'll dig that. I'll dig that.
But then it like it extends. Like the curled part can like roll out and he can like walk along it. Like the whole world, I feel like it's ever changing.
Yep.
Like the world they live
Shit's
in, it's like it
it's like a
can move and
dream.
shift.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like a dream world. It's very, I love that aspect of it, which is why I think it works so well as a kids movie too. I guess
Yeah.
that's the whole point of it being a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Jack sings about how he would give it all up if he could, while Sally listens and privately expresses that she knows how he feels. She's also longing for something more. She's feeling trapped, obviously. She's kind of stuck in this life with her scientist creator. The following day, the mayor shows up at Jack's home to show him the plans for the next Halloween. He's only had about 24 hours and they're
Yeah.
already planning next
So
year.
funny.
I love this line. I had to write it down. The mayor goes, Jack, I'm only an elected official. I can't make decisions by myself.
By myself.
It's like, that's literally your job, sir. You're the mayor.
Yeah.
But he finds that Jack never came home. Last night, Jack has been wandering the forest all night into a new place he doesn't recognize, where he sees tree trunks with doors to other holiday themed worlds. He stumbles through the one leading to Christmas Town and becomes completely fascinated by the unfamiliar holiday. In this world, he sees magical lights, music, snow everywhere, singing elves, and large trees decorated. What's this? What's this?
What's this? What's
We
this?
get our fantastic song as he uncovers that, or uncovers what everything there might be, and is instantly filled with joy. I'll pause for a moment here. Anything I missed? Any favorite moments, songs?
No, I just love how the town's just represented through a song. I think it's really
Yeah,
cool. Everything, all the character creations are awesome as well.
absolutely.
One of my favorites is Dr. Finkelstein. I think he's
He
like
looks so weird.
so weird, but like that's why it's so good. And the fact that like I just did my letterbox review while you were talking. This movie's made in the '90s, early '90s, '93, and it lives up so
Oh yeah.
much. It's so goddamn good. It's over 30 years old, and it looks like it was made last year. And that's like the beauty of stop motion claymation animation. I think it's just so sick. But yeah, I just think that the whole representation of this whole town is really cool, and the whole idea that the different, you kind of got a glimpse at the first, is like all these different holidays have a different world. I think that's so sick. It's a really cool idea, and I think they did this really perfectly.
I agree. I feel like Christmas and Halloween make the most sense to me.
Yeah,
Like they obviously put the other ones out there to be like,
yeah.
oh,
So
there's
like
like this
little turkey.
Valentine's world and
Yeah,
Thanksgiving world,
yep.
but nobody cares to go to those. Come on now. Like Halloween and Christmas are definitely the two most interesting
It's the
for
most
sure.
global one as well that everyone can get a part of.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that the scientist is interesting. He almost reminds me of like a duck like creature. He almost looks duck like in
He's
his
got a
face.
bill, doesn't he? He's got a bit of a
Yeah.
bill.
It's bizarre, but like I love how bizarre they all look. And even we'll get into it, but like even like Oogie Boogie, like he looks insane. I've never seen anything
Yeah.
like that before in a movie. I watched this on Disney Plus, and it must have been a remaster
Mm-hmm.
because it looked so crisp. It was almost freaking me out how good it looked for a 30-year-old movie. Just to your point, it's kind of insane how well it holds up. But yeah,
Yeah.
that Pumpkin King intro song, it's funny because I feel like one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie is the intro, which is weird.
Yeah.
Most movies, it's like your favorite scene isn't the beginning, but it's just such a good song.
It's
It's hard to
so
top.
good. And then like the how he was like introduced coming up through the fountain.
Yes,
I think it's just so sick. They know what
so
they got.
good.
They know what they were doing.
They really do. Agreed. Okay. While Jack is away, the mayor panics and alerts the town that Jack is missing. Meanwhile, Sally is attempting to poison her master again so she can sneak away. We have multiple moments throughout the movie where she's poisoning him and trying to kind of outsmart him. I love those moments. I love that Catherine O'Hara voices her too. Like she's just
Yeah.
such an icon.
She's
Love
so
her.
sick. Big fan. Big fan, Catherine.
Agreed.
I heard she's a
Jack
fan of the
returns.
show as well, so thank you for
She
listening.
is. She better be.
She is. She is.
We know that Moira would at least be a fan of the
No,
show,
she would be.
obviously.
Is it blood? Yeah.
Little baby. Okay, continuing on. Jack returns to Halloween Town with new things. He tells the mayor to hold a town meeting where he shares with everyone the discoveries he made in Christmas Town and even tells them of their ruler, Santa Claus, which mistakenly ends up being called Sandy Claus,
Sandy Claus is so
which I think
funny.
is hilarious. It almost reminded me of in like Christmas Vacation, how the little girl calls him Santy Claus.
Yep.
Uncle Clark, are you Santy
Are
Claus?
you Sandy Claus?
But Sandy Claus is hilarious. Jack spends time struggling to rationally explain Christmas to everyone, but just doesn't fully come to understand it or find a way to express it to all of the townspeople or even to himself. So he decides to do the logical thing and improve the holiday with his own interpretations of Christmas.
Oh yeah.
While Jack is working on experimenting and figuring out all his plans for the town to count down to Christmas, Sally is caught by Dr. Finkelstein and banished to the tower, locked up. Kind of like classic, almost like princess movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what it reminded me of. I love also, can we talk about her look for a second? Like
So cool.
sewn together,
Yeah.
she can detach herself and sew herself back together. It's so cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's
She's so great.
she's probably my favorite character in this film. I'm just
Agreed.
like just the look of her and everything. She's so
Absolutely.
sick.
It's funny, I've had so many people in my life over the years dress up as her for Halloween, especially
Oh
like them
really?
together. I've seen that costume. One our Halloween party, we just had some of our friends dressed up as them for Halloween, and I've always wanted to do that costume. I've just never done it. But like my friend did it and like actually put like the stitchings on her face and like kind of painted her face like a grayish blue. Like it
That's
just
so
is such a
cool.
great Halloween costume as well.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, it's so cool.
She's smart enough to find a way out by jumping out of the window, causing parts of her body to become detached. But she sews herself back together as she
I
keeps
love
a
the
little
look at
like
that.
needle and
She's like,
thread.
yeah. And she's like,
Yep.
it's so cool.
And she runs away with a basket of supplies. Jack assigns Christmas themed jobs to the town, such as singing carols, making presents, building a sleigh pulled by skeletal reindeer. But the town continues to struggle with understanding how to let go of their usual Halloween theme when doing these tasks.
Oh yeah.
Sally experiences a vision predicting that Jack's efforts will end disastrously and in flames. And when she tries to warn him, he dismisses her and gives her a job of making him a Santa Claus suit for him. I really hate how much he just dismisses her
Yeah. I
immediately.
think it's great for the story and great for like how
Yeah,
his character is viewed, but I agree, it's like it's frustrating.
so frustrating because
Like even at the end when Santa is just like, you should just listen to her because she's the only sane one in this manic town. Yeah.
yeah, he clearly struggles with like I said at the beginning, he wants something new to like fulfill him so badly. He's
He's a
willing to get it
narcissist.
anyway.
Yeah. For sure. He's a big narcissist.
Yeah, but I mean, he learns, but only when
Good.
destruction happens. So, anyways, she makes a Santa Claus suit for him. Jack enlists the trick or treating trio. I love this little
Oh yeah,
group
they're
of these
adorable.
kids with abducting Santa from Christmas Town and bringing him there. But he orders them not to involve their superior, Oogie Boogie, who is Jack's longtime rival. They finally bring the correct Santa, after originally getting the wrong guy, to Jack, who tells Santa that he will take care of Christmas this year and orders the trio to keep him safe. But they, of course, disobey him and bring Santa to Oogie Boogie.
Oh yeah.
I love this scene with Oogie Boogie, the colors, It's almost like it's very neon. The song is very cool. It's very like visually appealing, and it's so different than anything we've seen in the movie up until that point,
Yep.
which I think is really interesting.
Agreed.
And the way he looks is so fascinating to me. Like obviously we know by the end like he's full of bugs and he's like just like his shape is all made up of bugs, but just the way he looks is I'm just like how do they come up with that?
Yeah, it's so sick. His whole character design is so off-putting. Like every
It
time he
is.
just moves and like he move like every you can see like all the
It's like
bugs under
jello.
his. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, I love it.
Jack gets on his costume Sally made him and he heads off with his skeletal reindeer led by his ghost dog who has a bright light nose to lead the way, who's
I love him.
basically
What's
the
his name?
Rudolph
Zero.
of the group.
Zero. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like Rudolph.
Zero is Rudolph, and that's because Sally attempts to put a fog potion out to stop him, but he's like, nah, I got my light. I can see, guys. I'm good.
So good.
So I'll stop there. Anything else? Like, this is such a short movie, so I mean, I only have one section left, but
No,
any
I think
favorite moments
you
here?
not really like the. I just love how you kind of everything I would say. You kind of already said that. Like I love it's the way his character is demeaned, or like portrayed. That like he is such like self-obsessed that he has to do this, has to do it on his own, has to doesn't take any advice from anyone. He's like this is now like his obsession, which I think that he needed to fall at the end to like really see what the importance in life is for him. But everything that happens, he's just like, no, don't worry, I'll find a different way to do it. Like, I find a different way. He's like, doesn't listen to
Yeah.
anyone. I think, like as he said, the fog potion, I think is really cool. But then by the end of it, you kind of just you see that it's like he very much is the like he's much better than what he thinks he is. He's trying to improve himself when like you look around and like you are where you're supposed to be. That's kind of what I took away from this film is like the main messaging is like you are where you are supposed to be right now, which I think is really really impactful. But I think that's really well portrayed in this.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think it's interesting too because I like the idea of using Christmas to help these characters who are used to like a darker, much more scary
Yep.
lifestyle and world. I like the idea of using Christmas to help them like discover joy and even like to help Jack kind of like reignite a passion. But then he kind of like realizes by the end like he is where he's supposed to be.
Yep.
He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, but he needed to like remember or like maybe like reignite that passion. And
Yeah.
I think like almost like Christmas helped him do that. And I think it's because Christmas is like it's a holiday that is like full of joy and like hope and can bring so much to people that it's like he didn't really need Christmas or Christmas stuff. He just needed like the spirit of the holiday
Yeah.
almost to bring him back to what he knows and loves. And I think
Perfect.
that that is a great way to do a story like this.
It's perfect.
Awesome. Okay. Well, last section here. He's off on his way. He begins delivering gifts to children and homes in the human world. After Halloween themed gifts start to terrify the real world's populace, the local police are contacted and get involved. Obviously, we as the audience know that we've seen them package up these gifts with scary things, but Jack doesn't know that. He doesn't even check the gifts that he's going to be bringing to people.
Exactly.
They instruct people to lock down their homes, confirm there's an imposter on the loose pretending to be Santa Claus. The military's alerted, and they end up shooting up into the sky, causing his sleigh to blow up and crash. And this whole time, he's even seeing the lights and like seeing all of this. He's just like, okay, I'm going to keep delivering gifts. Like he just keeps going about his business so oblivious to what's happening.
I love how he originally thinks it's fireworks. He's just like,
Yeah,
oh, they're
the
celebrating our God.
celebration.
Yeah, so good.
He's very naive, which I
Naive's the
think is
perfect word.
important.
It's a perfect word, yes.
And it's interesting that he'd be so naive. Like it's not like he's like a kid. He's obviously like supposed to be like a grown adult man type of like equivalent. But he's so naive to everything outside of his world.
Yep.
So he just has no clue. Back in Halloween Town, Sally sneaks into Oogie Boogie's place because she's the only sane one, like Santa says, and like we've been saying, she's the best character. She goes back to save Santa Claus, and she's able to disassemble her body. So cool. To strategically save him, which is really cool to watch. I love that she like almost tries to have like this like sex appeal to Oogie
Yeah.
Boogie because she knows how he is, and she like uses her little like
The
leg to
leg.
kind of get his attention. So smart.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a weird dude. He's
He is a weird dude. That is for sure. Jack is believed to be dead, and the mayor wastes no time announcing this to the entire town, including going past where Oogie Boogie and Sally and Santa Claus are and announcing to everyone that Jack is dead. Pumpkin King is dead. But he's not dead. He's landed in a cemetery and realizes the bad decisions he's made, obviously. And he thinks he can make things right if he can save Santa Claus. And also, as I was saying before, he kind of rediscovers his love for Halloween and has new ideas for celebrating next year, and almost kind of realizes like he just needed to freshen things up. He needed to reignite that passion, not change everything, just kind of change them from doing the same thing every year.
Yeah.
Which does get dull and repetitive. So Jack sneaks in before Oogie Boogie hurts Sally and Santa, manages to release them. They're kind of like in this like trap type of thing that has like a liquid and like fire below it. And he surprises Oogie Boogie when he starts using the traps. And Oogie Boogie starts using the traps and devices against Jack in an attempt to kill him. I love that scene where you just turn around and like Jack has let them go and he's just like posing. He's like,
Yeah,
on the
it's
little
so good.
ramp.
Where he flips it, he's just like, yeah, he's got so much aura.
So much aura in that moment. He manages to pull the strings holding Oogie Boogie together that reveal that he's made up of all bugs, and they start
so
like slowly
gross.
falling
It's
into the
so
fire
gross.
and dissolving him to nothing. Which, if you're a villain and it's that easy to make your whole body fall apart, you're not doing being a villain very good, in my
Yep.
opinion. Jack apologizes to Santa, obviously, and he tells, oh, sorry, I wrote that wrong. He apologizes to Sally, not to Santa, and she tells him in the future that he should listen to her, and he agrees. He returns home, and Santa has decided to make amends with him, and he goes to head home, and he brings Snowfall on his way out, bringing the Christmas spirit amongst the town.
Love it.
The town is in awe over the snow. Sally heads to the curled hill in front of the moon that is now covered in snow, where we kind of see them at the beginning. And Jack joins her, finally declaring his love for her. They are simply meant to be. That is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hell
so,
yeah.
give me your final thoughts, score, all the things.
Give it a 4 stars. I think this movie is like a mandatory watch for everybody. If they haven't seen it, you need to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it's just beautiful. It's a beautifully made film. All the songs are fucking great. I could really see this being like a Broadway show if it hasn't already been.
Yes.
But I just think it's an art piece to watch, and like every single character is beautifully disgusting, which is really cool. Oogie Boogie's like one of the best like characters of a villain I think ever. He's so gross. It's just endlessly watchable, this film. For
I
sure.
agree completely. I actually gave it 4 stars as well, so twinning.
Nice.
Yeah, I just think it's really solid. Like I said, it's never going to be like my favorite animated film ever. I don't know why. It's just like there's just like enough holding me back from it being like a favorite forever, but I think it is like a piece of art, and I think the songs are very memorable and just great and have great storytelling. Like I said, I think this has to be a musical for the story to resonate. I think that there is just as simple as you can just have fun and have Christmas and Halloween vibes if you're somebody who really like loves both holidays, but it's also like deep and has meaningful like lessons about life and passion and like how you go about implementing things and how that impacts people. So it's like there's so much here to absorb for kids, for adults. I definitely agree that everybody should watch it at least once, and I think it has just very beautifully crafted characters. I mean, there's a reason why like this is a popular Halloween costume. Like it is just they're beautiful characters the way that they've been designed, and they're very iconic and memorable. So yeah, I think it's definitely just one of those must-sees, and let's just make sure that we remember this is Henry Selick's movie and not Tim Burton's movie, even though they work together a lot, but just feel like people need to be reminded of that every now and again. And this actually gets re-released in theaters quite often. So next time it does, I really hope that I can catch it. So I think it'd be really cool to see this in the theater.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, that's what we think of The Nightmare Before Christmas. And again, happy holidays to all. For next week, please remember to watch Shiva Baby, which I think is going to be really fun because Harry has never seen
Never
it.
seen Shiva Baby.
Oh, Harry, I don't even know how to like get ready to like be doing this the entire time. Like you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm
Is it
cringing so
cringe or
hard.
is it like
It's so
gross?
cringe, but in the best way possible.
Cool.
Like in the most Rachel Sennett way possible.
Cool. Love her. I love
Yeah,
her.
me too. You're gonna enjoy it. I think you're gonna really appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
But until then, we're gonna do another collab draft because we like to have fun with these. We're gonna do stop motion animation films. We kind of decided to stick with movies we'd both seen. There's one exception that we're gonna include. That is one that only Harry's seen, but it's just like a must see in this category.
It's
But
insane
the
that you
other
haven't seen it.
nine,
It's insane.
I know it is. The other nine we've both seen, so we just thought
Pretty
this would be
sure
a
I've got
really
them all.
cool idea.
I'm gonna send you them on Instagram. I'm just gonna send you the list, and you just tell me that's the list, right? Because like, we'll keep it secret until we do it.
Yeah, let's keep it a secret. I have it written down here to kind of pull from, but we're going to do 10
Cool.
total. And we decided that Harry's going to do the evens this time, and I'll do the odds.
That's the
And
ones, right?
let's
Is
make
that it?
sure we got the same list
Yeah,
here.
just in
And
case
then
I've mixed one with one or something.
I'm sure you got it here, but 1, 2,
that's
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Beautiful.
Beautiful, awesome. Number one, well, number 10. Sorry, I'm gonna put it as 10. I would put it much higher, but because Ash hasn't seen it, which she should. Everyone that has seen it, you're gonna be like in the comments, be like, "Oh, Ash, you gotta watch Wallace and Gromit: The Wrong Trousers." I think that movie is so goddamn good and has one of the best villains of all time.
I love it. Okay, I will definitely watch it. I promise it's going to be on my to-do list.
Hell yeah.
I do love this style of animation. I just feel like there's so many that I just still haven't seen.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay. Well, I think for number 9, the one that just like I don't think about as much. I still think it's really like solid and it's obviously worth being on the list, but The Corpse Bride is not one that I'm just like dying to rewatch often. So I feel like it still deserves to be here, but I would put that at 9.
Okay. Corpse Bride. I'm okay with that. Corpse Bride 9.
And I'm writing these down.
Yeah, nice one. I'm gonna go for number 8. I'm gonna go Isle of Dogs. Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. I don't think it's near his best stop motion animation, so
No.
that's fun.
Cool. I agree with that. I think this is where I would put Chicken Run. Obviously, it's like my childhood. It is like so iconic. Is that too low for you?
I'm alright with it. The others, I'm like, I'd put it above 2 others, to be
Okay.
honest.
There's
But I'm okay
probably
with it.
okay. You know what? Fine. No, I changed my mind. How about we put Nightmare Before Christmas here?
I'm okay with that. That was one of the ones that I'd put.
Because Chicken Run is just like that is a movie I watched so much as a kid. I don't know how well it holds up. I haven't seen it in a minute.
I saw it last year because I watched it just before Dawn of the
The
Nugget.
Dawn of Nugget.
Yeah, it's great. The number 6, I'm going to put James and the Giant Peach.
Okay, that saddens me. That is like my actual childhood. That one is
veto
it's
it?
probably the first stop motion animation film I ever saw, and I was fascinated by it. So to me, it's like it's what opened the door. So I have love.
You can
for
veto
for
it
that
because
reason.
I'll put Chicken Run there if you veto it.
But if we both equally love Chicken Run and like have that nostalgia, I'd rather that be higher because it is a collaborative list.
It's
so.
still like, this is 6 of the best. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
pretty
no,
good.
I'm not. Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't think I want to veto anything on this list. I'm not that passionate about it.
Yeah, I don't think you will.
Okay, but I was just saying that is like the one that opened that door for me. So
Yep.
I just have a lot of respect for it.
Respect.
Okay, so then Chicken Run, I will put at 5.
I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Cool. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3,
4 left.
4 left. Cool. Number 4, I'm gonna go Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
I don't know that I would probably put Mad God above that just because it's not something I think I'll ever watch again. But I just think it's like amazing how long it took and how they made it. So I respect it. So
That would be my, if I were to, if you were to veto it, I would swap it to that.
I really loved Pinocchio.
Well, veto it then. I'm okay.
I
if
think
you
I
wanna
have to veto it. I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. Well, then number 4, I'm going to put Mad God.
Okay. Respect Mad God though a lot.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Really cool movie.
Fucking sick film.
If you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Okay, this is where I would personally put Coraline. I
Vetoed.
love Coraline,
No,
but
vetoed. Fuck yeah. Vetoed
okay.
that. Vetoed that. Vetoed that to
Then
hell.
Guillermo del Toro's
Yeah,
Pinocchio.
yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm
No, it's
okay if
fine.
Coraline takes one. Like,
I
I
didn't
think
realize you loved it that much. I
I
need to rewatch it.
love.
I saw it once and I really, really liked it, but I feel like it's one of those movies you need to like see it multiple times to really appreciate it.
There was a. I watched it in the cinema last year. They did a re-release. Exceptional. Like, it's
Okay.
exceptional. Um, I'm okay with Coraline 1. I will. Would you prefer Coraline at 2?
I mean, we just did a draft for Fantastic Mr. Fox
And
was
I did
number
say it's
one.
my number one of all time, so I'm gonna put
We just
Coraline at 2.
okay. And so we literally did two drafts back to back where it took the number one spot.
But it
So
has to, though. It has to.
yeah, I think it's definitely up there for probably best stop motion. So okay.
I'm okay with Coraline. Mm,
So we've got
yeah,
Wallace
I'm
and
okay with that.
Gromit, The Wrong Trousers at number 10.
Hell
Corpse Bride.
yes. Hell
I'm gonna watch it.
yes.
Corpse Bride at number 9. Isle of Dogs at 8. Nightmare Before Christmas at 7. James and the Giant Peach at 6. Chicken Run at 5. Mad God at 4. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio at 3. Coraline at 2. And Fantastic Mr. Fox once again takes the number 1 spot. Bravo to that movie. And that wraps up our collab draft of 10 of the best stop motion animation films. So that's what we think of Nightmare Before Christmas. And yes, again, please watch Shiva Baby. Can't wait to see what Harry's thoughts are
Can't
on
wait.
that. We will be doing a lot of bulk recording for the next couple of weeks, so you're going to see us looking the same for multiple
Yeah,
episodes.
don't judge. Maybe we just don't
Is
do
what it
watching.
is. You know, we do our best. But happy holidays to everybody. I'm Ash. That's Harry. We'll see you at the movies.